Hi friends, this is your vocabulary video. You've caught me on dress up day for Halloween, so I look a little crazy. I was Rosie Riveter today. If you can figure out who that is and have mom text me on Dojo, I'll give you some bonus points. But anyway, we're going to work on vocabulary today for our story, Animals Building Homes. I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to do some of our triggers, get back to doing that. I want you to make sure that you have your something to write with and something to write on. Here are the vocabulary words that you will be doing in Google Classroom. The first one is pond. And all you're going to have to do here is insert a picture of a pond. Now, think about a pond is smaller than a lake, and a lake is smaller than an ocean. So the pond is the smallest body of water. There are no waves in it. It's still, so it's not moving. Think about some of the animals that you might see in a pond. The next word you're going to be doing is winding. And what you have to do is you have to click the line tool, and that is right up here. And you have to then click down, and you're going to choose the scribble. And then you're going to come over there, and you're going to make a winding path on here to show me what winding means. Here we have break. And you're going to write 3 different equations to show me that you understand break. For example, the one I gave was if you have an egg and you drop it, it's going to break. And then hang. List 4 things that hang. Can you think of an animal that hangs when it's sleeping? I'm thinking bats. Bats hang when they're sleeping. Think of other things that you hang up, or hang up, maybe like pictures on a wall you hang. But so just do some thinking there. Those are your 4: pond, winding, break, and hang. And now we're going to do 4 other words together. And make sure that you can go ahead and divide your paper or your board into 4s. And the first one we're going to do is shaped. Shaped. Things are all made of different shapes. Buildings are shaped differently. People are shaped differently. Think of some things that come in different shapes, like glasses. Let's do some sketches. So a glass might come in this kind of shape, right? Buildings, a tall, rectangular shaped buildings. We see those in big cities, right? Think about the Coliseum where WVU plays basketball. It's kind of got that dome kind of shape. It's shaped differently. Where you go and watch basketball. Think of some other things that are shaped certain ways. Sometimes think about plates. Some plates are circular. Some plates are square. We have heart shapes. So take a few minutes and just draw some things that are different shapes. We all have different shaped eyes. Our face shapes are different. Sometimes people have long, skinny faces. Other people have more of a rounder face. Okay. Talking about shaped. Good. Now the next word is branches. Now branches, what do they grow off of? Grow off of trees, right? We're going to do an analogy. Remember, analogies are very important because they show us connections and they compare things. We use a bridge map to show an analogy. I'm thinking branches right here. And what do branches grow on? Branches grow on trees, correct? So that's how this is connecting. This grows on here. So can you think of something that grows on something else, like branches grow on trees? If I put arms and legs, what would you put here? What do arms and legs grow off of? Our body. See how we made that connection or that comparison? Branches grow off of trees. Our arms and legs grow off our body. Okay, and our fourth word that we're going to do is deepest. Deepest. Now, this EST on the end of the word deep means most. So deepest means the most deep. So you have deep, then you have deeper, which means more deep. That ER means more. And then you have deepest, which means most. So deep, more deep, most deep. Now, if we're going to do deepest, we could, let's see what I want to do for deepest. Maybe we could do some word art for deepest. And I don't know if you remember word shape, I should say, what word shape is. That's where you write your word showing that you know what it means. When we did Harry, I think I might have done Harry with you, and we wrote the words and we wrote hair coming off of the letters. So for deepest, we could actually stack these words. We could draw like an ocean, and we could put deep here, like maybe up here. Here's the ocean. We could put deep here, deeper, and then deepest. And maybe we could write our letters like they're going down into that to let us know that deepest is the most deep of all. So we have shaped, we did some sketches. Branches, we did an analogy. And deepest, we did word shape. And now the last word I'm going to do with you is beaks. Beaks. And beaks are the mouths of a bird, right? So we're going to go ahead and do an acrostic. Now, an acrostic is when we write our words straight down in all capital letters, and we come up with words. Now, a couple of you have turned in some acrostics where you just wrote any kind of word. You can't write just any kind of word. It has to be a word associated with what this actually means, and it doesn't have to start with the letter. It just has to have that letter in it. So, but I am thinking of a word that starts with B that has beaks. Birds. And a lot of times, if you think about a beak, the way it's shaped, it is what? Not rounded, it's pointed. So we could put pointed for the E. A bird's beak is pointed. And they use that beak to do what? They use that beak to eat. They also use their beak to hit and like a woodpecker, they do what with their beak? They peck with their beak. I don't know if you've ever seen chickens eat, but they peck at the ground to get their food. And another, we have lips, but they have a beak. They are the bird's mouths. Okay, so birds, pointed, eat, peck, mouths. Those every single one of those words I can connect back to the word beaks. So those are our 4 words: shaped, branches, deepest, and beaks. So boys and girls, have fun this week reading about animals building homes. It's a really good story. It has a lot of interesting words in it, and I hope that you can interact with these words and learn more. So happy reading, and don't forget on that acrostic, words that are connected.